Hey guys, no cooking video for you guys today, but I'm really excited to show you how to make candles at home. I'm making them and pretty soon I'll be selling them to try to raise money for culinary school. But this is gonna be a great video if you're like a beginner like me, but you wanna make some at home. This is a great video for you to watch. And I'm gonna show you a behind the scenes look at how we make our small batch, hand poured, 100% soy candles. So let's take a look and let's see how this works. To get started, you're gonna need wax. I'm using 100% soy wax, but you can use paraffin. The reason why we're using soy wax is because it burns much cleaner than paraffin, so it doesn't leave those burn edges that you see in candles. I'm using fragrance oils or essential oils. In this case, it's lavender. I love lavender to just, light up before bed, and it smells good. I have been to the lavender festival, so I'm kind of a lavender nut. You're gonna need a thermostat to just measure your temperature. Temperature is a big deal when you're making candles. You're going to need a double boiler pot to melt the wax in here. So this is a 4-pound double boiler wax. This is great to get started. You're gonna need a scale. This scale comes in handy not only for candle making, but for food and baking in general. So invest in a good scale. It'll come in handy in your kitchen. You're going to need a glass jar of some sort. You want it to be glass, obviously, because you're gonna have wax in there and it's gonna melt if it's plastic. So you make sure to use a solid glass. I'm using this beautiful amber that I just love, right? Like it's just that hipster look, that edgy look, that it's so clean. I love the way it looks, and I can't wait to design the label for this. So yeah, definitely check that out. And then you're gonna need candle wicks. You can buy this at a candle supply near you. Just Google, candle supplies near me, or on Amazon, or on Alibaba, or on Wish. The list goes on. But candle wax is important. Do your research on the diameter. So if it passes 3 inches in diameter, 3.5 inches in diameter, you're gonna need 2. So in this case, I'm only gonna need 1 because it's not 3.5 inches in diameter. And lastly, you're gonna need a glue gun to stick the wicks inside your glass jar. And this is all you need to get started to make your very own candles at home. Okay, so first we're gonna add our wicks to our jars. To do this, we're just gonna hot glue gun our wicks to the bottom, just like that. Nice dollop of hot glue. Careful because it's hot. We just want to aim for the middle and then use the back of a pen to kind of stick it down. And just like that, you have yourself a wick inside of your candle. And then once I'm ready to pour it in, I'll just simply pour it in, and we'll do that later. But that's how you add a wick inside of your candle. Okay, so here we have our scale. We want to measure to just 2 pounds. We're making 2 pounds just in this round. So I'm at about 1 pound and 14 ounces. And that's about 2 pounds and 7/8. That's where I want to be. Again, it's 1 pound of wax to 1 ounce of fragrance oil. So don't forget that ratio. To a boil. So now I'm gonna put my double boiler pot with the wax inside and just let that melt. I'm gonna mix this around throughout, but I'm just gonna wait for this to melt and kind of mix it around in the process. Okay, so the wax has now completely cooled. I'm checking the temperature and it's around 175. So I'm gonna wait and bring it down to 160, which is the golden temperature that we're looking for when we want to add our fragrance. All wax is different, so make sure that you check your labels and read the instructions. So my wax specifically is going to use 160 to pour in my fragrance. So I'm going to wait for that temperature at exactly 160. I'm going to pour in the fragrance and then stir for about 2 minutes. Okay, so we hit our target temperature of 160. Again, that depends on the wax you're using. At that temperature, we're pouring in our fragrance oils, and then we're not forgetting to stir it around for a good 2 minutes. This is an easy step to skip, but don't skip this step to really mix the fragrance oils within the wax. Our wax has reached a low enough temperature where I'm pouring at 135 degrees, 130 and 135 degrees, so between that. So I'm just gonna leave about a half an inch on the top for that candle. And we're gonna let that just go. Okay, so the wax is all poured. I'm leaving about a half an inch on the top to light the candle. We're gonna put chopsticks in between to keep the wicks in the middle. And now we're pretty much all set. We're just gonna wait 24 hours for these wax to settle, and then we're good to go.